We're joined in studio by Giants running back Tyrone Tracy Jr. Can we get a round of applause? We don't have. I don't have a studio audience yet, but I'm working on it.
Yes, sir.
Next time you come in here, we're gonna raise the roof up in this thing.
we gonna do that.
How you feeling, man? What's going on?
I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
My first off season, so I'm enjoying that. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm feeling good.
What time did you wake up today? Since it's off season now.
Well, my body automatically wake up.
Okay,
So I
okay.
woke up like 7
Okay.
this morning.
And then-
laid in bed for a little bit, then went into the facility, got some work.
You're still going back into the facility even though season's over.
Yeah, I go in a couple times a week.
Okay.
Just keep my body going.
All right, and I mean the cafeteria there is always lovely, food great.
You know
so,
about it.
Yeah. I bulked up. I bulked up a couple times just being there. I'm that guy that walks out with like 3-4 chicken fillets and stuff like that. I don't cook at home that much.
Big back energy.
Yeah, very big back
Yeah,
energy.
I understand that.
You had big running back energy, PFWA, all rookie team, first year in the books. I guess talk to us about the season personally, and from the day one when you walked into Quest Diagnostics Training Center to when the day you walked out, your garbage bag day, what'd you learn about yourself both as an athlete and just, as personally?
Yeah. I think day one, everything was kind of like overwhelming from a standpoint of just like how fast the game was and like the knowledge I needed to acquire to play the position at a high level. I didn't really know like the ins and outs of running back at that time. So I was really just going with the flow. Whatever the coach told me to do, I was doing it. I was just really following motor, following his lead of what he was doing, but then also understanding that like I'm my own person. So as the season grew on and went on, I kind of just grew into the running back that I knew I could be. With the opportunities given, I think I took advantage of. I honestly think it was like the Carolina game, even though like the ending was bad, but I feel like that was the game where the light kind of switched on for me, and everything kind of like calmed down. Obviously, I had some big games before that, but like that was the game where like I kind of just knew it was me versus them instead of like I'm going against them. Well, they're going against me. My brain kind of flipped the switch on that, and then really throughout the year, I kind of just trying to grow into a leadership position throughout the team. But I knew when I first got here, I had to like gain their respect before I can become a leader. So I believe that everything that I've done up to this point has been, well done, on my part, on my behalf. But I also try to do it the right way. Come in, work hard, stick to the script, try not to, anybody's bad side, but then also make sure that I'm pushing guys forward, to be the best, they can be.
And you kind of have to be like that, as a rookie. You got to come in, you show up early, leave late, really show the guys that, one, you're one of them, one, you're part of the culture, and two, shoot, I'm part of the future as well. I'm him. Like, we got to walk in with that confidence, but it's like a tailored confidence, like a humble confidence. Like you're saying, it's only your second year playing running back, you have to now step in. I know Devin Singletary was the starter at first, but once you stepped in, did it ever hit you to where now you're the guy when 26 was the guy here for years before? We're talking about Saquon Barkley. So kind of compare your running style to a Saquon, and did you feel that pressure to where, all right, the weight has lifted off of Singletary for replacing Saquon to now it's on you to replace that production that Saquon had in this offense?
Yeah, well, to your first question, I think we have similarities from a vision standpoint, from a burst standpoint. Obviously, he's vetted, what I'm saying? He has more years in the league than me, more experience at the position. So I think that's going to come, what I'm saying? As the longer I play the position, the more comfortable I'll be, and the better I'll get. But I think we definitely have similarities to the way we play. But I didn't really feel any pressure just because, to me, it's really just football. I just go out there and I just play football, It's not necessarily something I think about or like think hard about. It's really something that just really comes easy, and I feel like if something that's your purpose, it shouldn't be complicated, Just like for you, when you come on here, you do your shows, it's very fluid. It's easy for you to do this. That's how anybody's job should be. You should enjoy doing your job, and it should be easy and fluid. Nothing should be complicated when you're talking about something that's your purpose.
Yeah.
So for me, like I really don't feel the pressure. People try to add pressure on me just from, stats and, what Saquon has done when he was a rookie, or, other things that, the New York Giants of our record and stuff like that. But like at the same time, when we go out there on that field, we lace our cleats up, like we're trying to win. No matter what's going on, we're trying to win. So I don't feel the pressure, but I also want to make sure that like I go out there and produce and play to the best of my ability.
Did you at any point reach out to Saquon during the season, and are you going to reach out to him in the off season? Maybe train with him, sit down and have lunch with him or something?
Yeah, so like it's really crazy to say that, because like once I started like playing good, I think it was after like my second 100-yard game, he actually reached out to me and just said like, good job, like you killing it, like keep doing what you're doing. And like we just chopping up for a little bit. He was like, man, you have, in the off season, you ever want to train somewhere, you can come train with me. And that was like really kind of eye opening, I'm a rookie, like I ain't ever really had this kind of pub to my name. I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana. Like I'm just blessed that God has put me in this opportunity and blessed me with the position that I'm in. Like I said, I'm very humble. I don't really ask for much, man. I'm just happy that I get to be around here, surrounded by good people.
Yep.
So for him to hit me up, like I said, it was very eye opening. Then after the Carolina game, he hit me up again. He was like, man, like these are the type of things that's gonna happen at that position. You just have to take it and like move on. You know what I'm saying? Understand the player you are. It's not gonna set you back. Like, just kind of giving me advice, and you just help me out, to move past that, really that brick wall that was in my way, just because that was something hard, for me, to go through, especially as a rookie, a big game, you fumble, stuff like that. When that happens, you kind of like get in your own way, and he knew that, so he, reached out and tried to be a helping hand.
I remember after that game, we were going through customs, coming back from Germany, and you were sitting there, man, your eyes were in a completely different world. And I'm like, let me say something to him. And I was like, hey, Tyrone, where you spending your bye week? And you're like, I'll probably go back to Indianapolis. But that means nothing compared to Saquon hitting you up and like, kind of taking your mind off of it. So my gesture was there. It was a good gesture, but thanks Saquon for overdoing it or topping me in that moment. But I want to go back to something you said about as you got comfortable, you felt comfortable being a leader. Kayvon kind of took some heat this year, saying like, if you make plays, you have a voice. If you don't make plays, you don't have a voice. When he's talking about leadership and speaking up in the locker room, the rookie class, a lot of you guys had high production on this team. So did you guys feel as though at some point this season that y'all had to speak up to get some sort of spark going or to set the culture for the future?
It was, I wouldn't say we felt the need to speak up. It was more so like we knew that we was playing a lot. We knew that we had a lot of production.
Yeah. So
we also knew that if we wanted to win, we had to play good.
Yeah.
So we kind of took it upon ourselves to like obviously make sure that we're doing the right things, but then also just make sure that as a group, we're producing on the football field. Like Dave's kind of put us aside at one point. I forget what week it was, but he was basically saying like, hey, like this is y'all, like we're running with y'all, like like we are going to allow you guys to play. Like you guys are going to play a lot of time, you're going to play a lot of minutes. So it's really up to y'all if we're going to be good or we're not going to be good. And if not all of us, we all took that to heart. After that, like I said, we knew we was playing a lot, but we also knew that like, hey, if we want to win, like we have to produce on the football field. But I think the leadership part of it is gonna come, and that's something that can't be forced. Has to be something that like individually each person, has their own way of being a leader. Like some people might do it by action, some others might do it by words. So I feel like it's gonna come in time with each individual person.
Golden question here, and a lot of the fan base want to know 100th year. 100th season. What the heck happened?
Yeah.
This past season, 3-14. There was a lot of I guess hype and expectations going into the season that you could see with the entertainment from the first game. Lawrence Taylor came out, rang the bell, place MetLife Stadium was rocking. The in-game MC was rocking. What would you say happened out there this season?
I mean, there's not really one answer for that, to be honest with you. You can tie it to a lot of different things, you know. Obviously, you can go back to talk about quarterback play, but at the same time, like we're all going out there to win. You know what I'm saying? We're going out to win no matter what. Injuries, I will say, was a big portion too. Like, if you look at some of our, you know, for me personally, like my running back play, when the O-line was healthy, you know, I was playing a little bit better. When O-line started getting hurt, that was when, like, you know, some of my worst games was happening. So I said, so injuries would have, you know, a big portion of it, but then also, like, I feel like upon us players, like, the coaches can only do so much. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can't go out there and play. They can only, like, call the plays and put you in position to be successful. That's about it. Like, everything else is on us. So, like I said, I think it was just a difficult season because everyone was getting injured, but then also, like, I feel like as players, we have to take accountability. We can't just, you know, point the finger at the coaching staff, you know what I'm saying, because they can't do much. So it's really on us to go out there and produce at a high level. We have to execute the play that they call, no matter if we like it or not. You know what I'm saying? We have to execute. You know, if the defensive coordinator called man, I mean, that means you versus him, and you better go win. Or, you know what I'm saying? If the offensive coordinator is calling a pass and my man blitz, I better go block him. You know what I'm saying? It's very easy. Football's an easy game, but it's hard to be done. You know what I'm saying? So, like, at the end of the day, like, the fans can point the finger at all the coaches and whatever, but, like, it's the players on the field who got to get it done. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't matter who the coach is. If the players ain't getting it done, it don't matter. Like, we're going to be 3-14, 3-12, no matter what. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, I think that this year it was a little bit of injuries, but then also, like, just on the field stuff. But I think next year we just got to keep our head down and keep grinding, you know. Like I said, I think our rookie class is, in my eyes, one of the best in the league. So I think we have, like, a good foundation, you know what I'm saying, to build from, add some key pieces, and I think we'll be on our way.
Probably your worst moment this year, we talk about that fumble in Carolina, out in Germany, and what that did is it gave y'all, at that moment, the #1 pick in the draft. Player-wise, because I go back and forth with the fans all the time about this tanking thing. What did y'all feel about the thought or the noise of people, some of the fans, not all of them, wanting y'all to tank for the first round, for the first pick of the draft this year in 2025?
I mean, people who ever thought or told us to tank, they obviously have never played football. Like, if you ever play football, you're not going to go out there and let another man just beat on you. You know what I'm saying? You're never going to, like, that's just unheard of. And to be at the level that we're at, like, this is the highest level of football, and you want us to go out there and just lose, you know what I'm saying? That's not competitors, you know what I'm saying?
But what if they say you guys already been losing? So what's another 2 to 3 games? And this is me just reading the comments and all, going back and forth. They're saying, like, you guys already lost the Vikings games. You already lost to the Cowboys. Why do you need to beat the Colts?
Well, do you think we lost to them on purpose? You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not going out there to lose on purpose. Like, we going out there to win. Like, if you watch the Cowboys game when we was at Dallas, the last drive, Theo caught a couple balls, I caught one, Malik caught one, and then boom, we scored a touchdown. You know, we in the game. You know what I'm saying? We trying to win no matter what. Till say 0-0 on the scoreboard, we are trying to win. So for them to say, like, oh, you guys lost to them, what's 2 more games? Again, this is football. Like, we are competitors. Anytime I lace my cleats up, I'm going out there to win. Like, there is no way I'm going out there to let another man beat on me just so we can have #1 pick. Yes, I understand that, like, the stakes of, you know, us having a good quarterback and you want to draft someone and all that. I understand that, but at the same time, like, I'm not paid to go out here and lose. You know what I'm saying? I'm paid to go out here and do a job to the best of my ability. You know, if I told one of them fans, like, hey, go in your job and mess up, they're going to be looking at me crazy, you know? Go and mess up so I can, you know, I can get benefit from it.
Yeah.
Like, that's not something, you know, that I'm willing to do, and that's just not how we're wired. You know what I'm saying? Like, everyone want dogs, but like, even when you losing, you still want that dog on your team to go out there and do his job, you know? So, and that's how we're wired. So like, when you talking about tanking, that's not even in the conversation. Yeah. You know, that's not even something we're thinking. That's not something we was talked to about. That's not something that in the locker room. Like, every time, it could be 0 and whatever or 1 and whatever. Like, we're going out there to win. So that's the type of team we are. That was just, like, how close we was. Like, no, even that last game, we still out there. We trying to win. Like, it just, again, so happened that the cards fell where they was. You know what I'm saying? So when we go out there, I just want the fans to all, like, understand that, like, we are trying to win. Like, we want the Giants to be this great team, but it ain't gonna happen if we just lay down because we have the number 1 seed. Like, that's not gonna look good.
What were your thoughts, and some of the team's thoughts, when you guys found out that Joe Schoen and Brian Daboll, the regime that drafted you, was going to be retained for another year?
I mean, I can't speak on behalf of others, but for me, I mean, I was happy just because, one, they took a risk, you know, drafting me. Yep. You know, I was a guy who transferred positions, switched positions. I was 24, so that kind of put a hit, you know, on my draft grade. Like I said, I wasn't as experienced as some other players. Like, my numbers, really, it was really good numbers, yeah. But it wasn't, you know, years past, you know, as good as other players. So they took a risk, you know, taking me. And for me, I owe them everything I got. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever I got in me, like, they gonna get it. So I want them to understand and see that they didn't make a mistake. Mm-hmm. So for them staying, like, I was happy because, like I said, I got a good relationship with both of them. But at the same time, I want to make them right. I want to prove them right, you know, that they did draft the right guy.
Did Brian Daboll kind of switch his approach throughout the year? Let's say through week 1 to, you know, week 13, 14, when the noise is getting louder, mm-hmm. because I know you guys sit in the cafeteria at all time and they'll have like ES Get Up on or First Take on, and you can hear on TV personality calling for your coach's job, mm-hmm. calling for your GM's job, calling you guys bums and all. Like, did you feel any shift in Daboll and Joe Schoen's demeanor in terms of how the operation ran from week 1 to the end of the season? Like, did it affect them? Did it affect mm-hmm. you guys at any point?
No, not really. I'm not gonna lie to you, just cause, like, Dave has been the same person, like, since I got here. Yep. He's always a dog. He always wants to win. He's gonna do whatever it takes to win. Like, even that last day when we got here, like, he was talking about next year before he even knew, like, you know what I'm saying, like, what was gonna happen. Yep. Like, that's just how he is, you know. And that's why I think he's a good coach. He's a great leader of men. Like, he knows how to lead men. Like, it's different between, like, being a good coach and then also, like, being a good leader, you know.
You're good with the X's and O's versus being a fisher of men and learning how to lead men. Yeah.
And it's two different things, but he's good at both of them. Like, he knows how to talk to us. He knows how to, you know, handle grown men and push us forward to be better each and every day, so we don't get complacent. And again, I'm speaking from personal experience. I don't know how everybody else feels, but how I feel like he's a good coach. And I think Joe Schoen, like, I think he's a good GM. Yeah. Obviously, I'm a little biased because he picked me to come here. I think, you know what I'm saying? He picked me to come here. Yeah. But for the most part, man, I think they got the two right guys in there. Like I said, man, at the beginning of this, if we get, you know, some of the right pieces to the puzzle, we can get this train going in the right direction.
And we're going to talk about that, but you haven't even gotten to see, like, the Brian Daboll that listens to Juicy and smokes cigars after a win yet. That 2022 year, their first year, was a ride and a half, man. And that's something that your rookie class, I want you guys to be able to feel that, because I remember after the Colts game, went up to you, Drew Phillips, Brian Burns, but you both, and I asked both you and Drew Phillips, man, how does it feel to get that first home win? And both of you guys were like, man, it feels good to get that monkey off of our back.
No,
You know,
facts.
so I want you guys to be able to one, feel what it feels like to win a Super Bowl here. You know, like I got to do my rookie year, but two, really see how Dable was 2022 with the players and the juicy, and there was all these like Brian Daboll shirts and stuff like that. Man, it was absolutely hilarious. That year was a vibe. So as of right now, it's off seasons. Who do you think that the Giants' next quarterback should be? Should it be a vet? Should it be a rookie? What do you think of this rookie draft class? And do you think a rookie can come in day one and have that same success as a Jaden Daniels in this Brian Dable's offense? You think they can pick up Dave's offense that fast?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like as long as your football IQ is there and your passion is there, like I think you can do it. Like the offense isn't super hard.
Yep.
Like obviously I'm speaking from a running back perspective, but only reason I'm saying that is because we don't have homework, we don't have school, so like this is your job. You feel me? If you really love it, you gonna be in here 24/7 trying to learn it each and every day, and you gonna get it down.
Yeah.
One day it's gonna click. But who do I think? I mean, to be honest with you, I'm a fan of Cam Ward.
Okay. Why?
Just because I think that the passing and the running, like, I think that's where the league is shifting to.
Okay.
And just off of his offense, like we have a whole bunch of QB runs, we have a whole bunch of like situations where the QB has to run. Not saying other quarterbacks in the draft can't run.
Yeah.
I just know Cam Ward is the best. Like he's, you know what I'm saying, obviously off of film and stuff like that. But like I said, he's my favorite. Again, this is opinionated, like, but at the same time, like whoever they choose to pick home, because obviously my opinion holds zero weight. I do want to put it out there. My opinion holds zero weight, so it really don't matter what I say. But yeah, I think that whoever comes in, they're gonna have to be passionate, just because Dave is passionate. So like, he's not gonna bring someone in here that's not passionate. Like, again, if you look at Dave's characteristics, a lot of us on the rookie class right now, we have the same characteristics. Like he's a winner. He's a dog. He has that competitive nature about him, and that's literally a lot of us on the rookie class, if not all of us. So I think whoever he brings in here, he wants a winner. He wants someone who has a high IQ, but also is a leader at the same time. Someone who can lead a football team, someone who can run, pass, do everything that he's obviously being asked of at a high level. But yeah, for me, you asking me personally, like, I think Cam Ward could be the guy for sure.
And I like his story. A guy that was like a one-star coming out of high school, had to go to Incarnate Ward, then went to Washington State, then Miami. You know, that's a guy that he's kind of mental toughness was something that Brian Dable said. And when you're a guy that had to kind of get it out the mud, kind of work your way up,
I know a little something about that.
You know what I mean? Like, you want those type of guys. Jermaine Illuminor, main show. What up?
Big Maine.
Love his outfits. Love his outfits. But I like how he is actively recruiting right now. He tweeted Marlon Humphreys for the Ravens right after. It was like, hey, man, come on up. I'm trying to win. If there's one player in the NFL right now that you could recruit, you got 15 seconds to look into the camera. Make sure the salary cap ain't too much, though. But who would you recruit if there's a player that you could bring to the Giants for 2025? And then I got some fun questions for you to put you on the spot.
Anybody, like even like not free agents.
Anybody. That if Joe Shane's watching right now, he's like, you know what? Tyrone said, go get this guy. I'm gonna go trade for him.
Let me think, man. 'Cause you got that's a really. That's
great
a really
question.
Great question.
This is what I do.
That's a really great question.
Like, you're a really good running back, and I'm kind of decent in this sometimes.
Who would I say? I'd probably say any of the O-line, like O-line guards, O-line tackles, just so we can have depth. I would say come to the Giants, man. Like I said, I'm a good running back. You got Devin Singletary, Eric Gray, like. We gonna get the job done. We gonna make you look good. You feel me? I took the O-line out to eat. I'm a rookie. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what y'all got, but I'm a rookie. I take my O-line out to eat. I'm gonna do some more if you come here. You know what I'm saying? Whatever y'all need. But yeah, I would definitely say like O-line.
Okay.
And then Roquan Smith. You know, I went against him.
Okay.
I think he's a really good linebacker. And I also think that like he's a leader. You know what I'm saying? He's a dog. Like, and that's what we need, and that's like our DNA on our team. So them are some people that I would definitely say.
How much did that bill come out to when you took the O-line out?
It wasn't. I split it actually.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, because
it was split.
It was me, and then it was the rookie O-line.
Okay.
Jake Kubas. So we split it. It was like 4 bands each. So it really wasn't like crazy. It wasn't crazy. They really cut us some slack. Like they ordered all the food, but they ain't like order no drinks for real. So
all right.
they really
it's the
saved
drinks
us.
that makes the bill go higher. So I've heard.
If y'all don't know, the drinks. They order bottles. It's not like they order like glasses. You know what I'm saying? They order bottles. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And the bottles is really was taking
That's
it.
what costs.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's taking it to the next level. But we didn't order no bottles, so it was cool.
All right, what have you done around New York so far, sports-wise and stuff? You know New York sports and all.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to a Rangers game soon.
Rangers? Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I've been to a Knicks and Nets game. I didn't go to a Yankees game. I tried to go when it was World Series.
Yeah.
But it was packed. I can't get in.
See, what
can't get in. I didn't think my name was big enough yet, so like I couldn't get in. But yeah, I've been to a few games.
Okay. I'm gonna put you on the spot here.
Man.
Name 5 players on the Knicks.
Okay, Cat. What's his name? Cam. He's number 0, I think. He's lefty. I just watched the game too.
Man, they gave you tickets. You go.
I
you
did.
Don't even know 5 players on the.
I do.
The Villanova
I do.
Knicks. I can give you that. Just name people from Villanova that played at Villanova together.
You're right. I'm not a big basketball guy, guys.
You just went.
I'm not. I did go.
Jalen Brunson.
Yes.
That's
no,
crazy that
no,
you're having.
Actually, I knew Jalen Brunson. I just couldn't think of his name off the top of the head.
Preston Chua.
I don't know. I don't know him like that.
Deuce McBride.
I don't know him like that
All
either.
right, name 3 players on the Nets.
On the Nets?
Yeah.
3? Oh my God, you put me on the spot, bro. You can't do that.
I put myself on the spot.
3 players on the Nets? Okay. Let me think. Isn't D'Angelo Russell? Is he on there now?
No,
He's not on there?
been gone for a long time.
Is he not? Is he not
D'Angelo
back?
Russell
Am I tripping?
All I know is Ben Simmons.
I know, but he don't play.
That's all I know is
He don't
Ben
really play
Simmons.
like that, bro.
All right, let's
Chill.
skip on. Let's move on to the next one. All right, you're going to a Rangers game. Spell one of these Rangers names: Igor Shesterkin or Mika Zibanejad.
Say the second one.
Mika Zibanejad.
Mika. K. A. Or is it CCA?
Mika. I just wanted you to get the Zibanejad.
Mika. All right.
Yeah, let's go to
Mika.
Zibanejad.
Say it one more time.
Zibanejad.
Z.
Good guess.
You're right. A.
I.
B. A. N.
Zibanejad.
G.
E.
G.
J.
A.
D.
D. Okay, hey, that was not bad.
That's close
that
enough.
was actually not
Close
bad.
enough.
That was actually not bad.
They'll give you good seats for that one.
Yeah, I would hope so.
They'll give you good seats for that one. If you could leave tickets for either Juan Soto or Aaron Judge, who would it be on the spot?
I'll probably say Aaron Judge.
Really?
Yes, because like I always first of all, I just wanted to meet him. I always wanted to meet him.
Okay.
Juan Soto, I've since I've been here, I've heard a lot about him. But before I was here, I haven't really obviously heard much. But
right.
I've always heard about Aaron
Judge, right.
Yeah, and I've always wanted to just meet him. I heard he's super tall.
6'7".
Yeah, I heard he's super tall. So I just want to obviously just shake his hand, say what's
All
up,
right.
and you know what I'm saying.
I was gonna say you should do the Soto shuffle next year when you score, but Maybe the Mets give you tickets.
Maybe if he allows me.
All
you know
right.
what I'm saying?
You know, maybe if you leave him tickets, he'll allow you. Who's gonna have the better season in 2025, the Jets or the Giants?
Giants.
All right.
Come on. Why are you?
Oh
my God.
And I'm sure you've heard this before a million times, but this is for me. Give us a crazy story from the rookie year. Meet a celebrity, you couldn't speak. Like, give me something, a tire flat, anything. Give me a crazy story.
Yeah, so I wouldn't say it's like super crazy, but it's crazy for me again because I'm from Indianapolis and like in my head I'm just like a regular dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like nobody. Obviously I had a good rookie year, but like I'm still working my way.
Yep.
But I'll go to the Knicks game, and we out there, we're sitting. They come up with cameras and like I get a text on my phone. Like my mom, she's watching the Knicks game. 'Cause I told her I was there, and it's like Celebrity Row, and it's like Tyrone Tracy Jr. And I was like, oh, I'm a celebrity now. Oh, and that was even the craziest part. Like they had a whole little segment, for me on the big screen, and like I look over and it's Tracy Morgan, like. And I'm like, is he looking at me?
Huge Giants fan.
Is he looking at me?
Yeah.
And mind you, I watch all Tracy Morgan shows. I watch him off of Martin. Like, that was when, you know what I'm saying, he was just getting in. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, absolutely.
So I watch First Sunday, like all his stuff. I watch all his movies, all his shows. And for him to look at me, it was like, I was like, that was like a huge moment to me. And then after the game, he comes up, he was like, yo, Trace. T-Dog. And I was like, bro, this is crazy. Like, he act like he knew me already, or like, because he watching my game. And that was one of the things that was like, again, eye-opening because I always watch other people. So to know that they watch me the same, that's actually like super dope for me.
When you're making plays in New York, man, the fan base is going to show up and show out for you, but the celebrities, they're going to show hella love as well. So, man, keep doing it, man.
Yes, sir.
Keep doing everything. Keep your mind where I don't need to tell you, but as a 40-year-old kind of big homie type, keep your mind there. It's only going to get even better. This was a dark year for you, but not every year in the NFL is going to be like that. I won a Super Bowl my rookie year and all. And then, you go through losing seasons after that. So just take the good with the bad with the good. You come from humble beginnings. Keep that. But at the end of the day, you're still him.
Yes, sir.
Always remember that you're still him.
Appreciate you, B.
Thanks for coming in. And
Yes,
next time, I'll have an audience. We get studio audience.
But this is nice.
This is nice. Hey, thank you guys for checking us out.